All right, this is Bob. He said he wanted to get better at skiing steeps and challenging terrain. Here's what we worked on. Do you see right there how the beginning of that turn, his one leg was super straight? You can see it here when I really show his skeleton. So the first thing we did was actually work on the second half of the turn. I had him focus on flexing down. That's a controlled bend in the outside knee at the end or the second half of the turn. What do we mean when we talk about that? So let's look at it here in detail. In the second half of the turn, right as our skis start to leave the fall line, or the part where they're pointed straight downhill, thinking about closing the knee joint, that means bending the knee joint, and using our quad muscle to pull us over that outside foot at the end of the turn. The next thing we worked on was the first half of the turn. I wanted him to point his hip and steer it into the fall line. Specifically, this part right here, the bony part, the iliac crest of the outside hip. I wanted him to think about opening up his hip and knee joint and steering it, actively kind of rotating that part of the hip into the fall line. Did you see how he steered his outside right hip into the fall line, and then he flexes down on the second half of the turn to keep his center of mass moving with his skis? This is him putting it together, and I think it's a really nice change. Good job, Bob.